Hey Zight Nation, Sandra Krinke here, Product Marketing Manager at Zight, and I'm excited to be back for another Feature Friday. Today I'm going to talk about one of our latest feature releases, video editing on the web. I'll show you all of the amazing features with video editing that you'll have you editing your videos like a professional with confidence. So let's dig in. We know our users, just like you, love creating videos so you can share information quicker to get your point across. Creating a video not only saves time, but also really adds that interpersonal connection and improves collaboration, especially when putting your face on camera when it makes sense. But if you're a product marketing manager recording a video, reviewing the product roadmap, for example, and sharing updates with a colleague so they can get better clarity on what you're trying to communicate, and halfway through your video, your dog starts barking. Frustrating, right? And all you can think about is, great, now I have to waste time, go back, and re-record again, because you don't want that annoyance of your dog barking distracting from the video. But lucky for you, you were recording with Zight, so there is no need to re-record that video and start over. So pretty exciting, right? And before we dig into a demo of how to use video editing, I want to take a moment to just talk about some of the benefits of our video editing feature. So whether you're a pro, a Teams, or an enterprise user, you can effortlessly edit any part of your video within seconds. And the best part is you don't even have to leave our Zight application or download any additional apps. You can say goodbye to bothering your design team for minor edits, because Zight is really going to empower you to take control of your video editing and allowing those teams to concentrate on their own tasks uninterrupted. You'll also save money by eliminating the need to outsource for video editing for minor changes. With Zight, you're going to have the necessary tools and the confidence to edit your videos independently. Pretty exciting, right? Okay, we're just going to go ahead and open up a Zight video. And then I'm going to go ahead and click on the edit button right over here. One thing I want to point out while this is opening up, I'm on my Mac desktop application, and a little shortcut for video editing. If you go over to the little gear bar here and you click on Preferences, and then you navigate to the General section, you can actually check this box to show the editor window after capture, which is just going to save you that extra step from having to go directly into the web browser. So as soon as you're done recording your video, if this box is checked, that editor window will actually open up right away, which is really great for our users who are frequently out there editing their videos. Okay, so let's dig in. With Zight's video editing feature for the web, there's really a lot of options to not only trim out distractions like we talked about, but to really make your video even more professional. So let's take a quick look at these video editing features that are really going to allow you to bring out the best in every video. So as you can see over here on the left-hand side, I'm on trim. So let's say you have a clunky video or maybe a false start at the beginning of your video. If you simply go to the bottom of your screen here, I'm going to click and drag over to the very beginning and pretend that I just had some dead space where I wasn't talking, or maybe there was just a little bit of a clunky false start. I can simply click on this little blue bar here and drag that over until my video is actually ready to begin. So this is really going to allow you to cut out that unnecessary content or dead space at the beginning or even at the end of your video. Especially helpful if you forgot to hit stop recording and your video recorded an extra, 60 seconds of video and you didn't mean to do that. This is a really great option to cut that out so you don't have to do a re-record. Additionally, as we mentioned in that product roadmap example, if you have that annoying dog bark or perhaps an annoying notification pop up during a recording where you had to pause for 5 or 10 seconds until it went away, Split is a really great example of how you can get rid of this without having to re-record. So you simply drag this over and find the location of your video wherever that distraction or annoying pop-up appeared, and simply click on Split. And then you may want to just play your video until that distraction is gone, you can simply hit pause, and then we're just going to drag this over, and then that completely will remove all of that distracting parts of your video. Again, no need to re-record. Alternatively, merge kind of works like an undo button. If I didn't mean to split that section of my video, I can simply just merge it back together. So if you made a mistake and split your video, this is a really great option to bring that video clip right back together. Okay, so let's talk about crop next. Everyone is likely familiar with a crop tool. We use it all the time to really remove unwanted content. And in here, our users can use the crop function to really focus on the content they recorded and remove any of those unwanted or distracting portions of a video clip. So maybe you want to remove a status bar or a dock or a start menu or even browser tabs that were just getting in the way. You can simply click and drag and remove any of those elements that you didn't mean to record or that are maybe just distracting and not allowing your audience to focus on the core content of your video. And then you can see at the bottom here we have rotation and scale. These are really great options that allow you to make your video more abstract or dynamic and really focus on the process of certain clicks or actions. So maybe I want to rotate and really draw attention to certain elements, have a little bit of fun with it. Perhaps you want to scale your video and really focus and draw into that specific piece of content that you're sharing with your audience. You can grab it, scale, rotate, and even use the crop function again to really help bring out the most in your video. And then at the top here, you can also use some of these functions. You can rotate your video and you can flip it horizontally. And then if you didn't mean to do that, another great option is to just simply hit undo and you can go back as far as you want, such as. Next, let's take a look at filter. So if you're a user who wants to bring out the absolute best in your video's aesthetic appeal, especially if you're a marketer or a designer and you really like adding those vibrant filters, you can add some of those unique styles and make it a little darker. Maybe you want to shift temperatures to blue to make it more eye-catching, such as this. So lots of really fun options to kind of bring out those colorful elements of your video. And lastly, we have the fine-tune option over here at the bottom on the left-hand side. And if you take your focus over to the bottom center of the screen, you'll see that you have lots of options for powerful color controls and adjustments, where fine-tuning will really be that go-to feature set. So maybe your video was too bright or too blurry, for example. You can simply click on clarity and then drag this over until you have just a little bit more clarity in your video that you were hoping for, which is really going to help improve the readability of your video and make it sharp and bring out the best so your audience has a very clear understanding of what you're trying to communicate. Great, so that's all I had to share with you on video editing. I really hope you all had an opportunity to learn something new about Zight's video editing features for the web. And as always, please reach out with any questions. Have a wonderful weekend.